this window doesn't like to stay open.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it just
Well,
falls.
that's not good. All right, well, let me show you. These are double hung windows, and they work on a balancing system that is actually in the header, and attached to the balancing system is a string on each side. You have one on the right and one on the left, and they actually hold the weight of the window up in any position that you want it to stay open. Over here, you've got a string attached to the balancing system on the right side, but I noticed when you open the window, there is no string on the left side. So the balancing system that is actually trying to hold this window up isn't strong enough because it's only half.
Okay, what can we do about that?
Well, what we can do is we can actually replace the two balancing systems that you have with two new ones.
Okay.
Thanks, Bill. Now let me show you what we have here. The lower sash is attached to the string right here, which is attached to a spring balancing system up inside the head jamb. I actually have one right here so you can see what it's like. This is the retractor right here, a spring balancer that will bring the window up and down and hold it in position in the opening any way you want, and actually assists in lifting the window also. There's one for the lower window and another one right here for the upper window. And that's right there. Okay, now as I look over here, I see that the upper sash, the line is here. But on the lower sash, the line is actually broken, and it's probably inside the spring balancing system. So what we need to do is replace the spring balancer. To get started, I'm going to remove the sash. Now with both sash all the way down, I can start to remove the screws on the left side of the jamb. Now I have to put the sash all the way up to get the remaining screws. And there's 4 more. Okay, now with the screws out of the left side of the jamb, I can simply remove this lower half of the side jamb by flexing it or bending it out of the opening. Okay, now I need to lower the window so I can pull it out of the opening. With the bottom sash removed, I can now pull down the top sash and pull the left side out of the opening. Now, with my pliers, I'm going to grab this string, and you can see that the string is attached to this little plug right here, and that actually holds the string to the sash. I'm going to let it go up into the retractor, and I'm going to do the second side over here, pull it out, and up into the balancing system. Now I need to remove the vinyl cover at the header. And that's just held in place by these 4 screws. Now that our cover is loose, I'm simply going to pull the middle down, take it out of the opening, and you can really see our balance system right here on the left, and the other one here on the right. Now we just have to remove them. Okay, now I'm going to remove the balancing system on the left by pulling out this staple. And now I'll pull the unit out of the opening. And you can actually see that one of the strings are missing. That's for the bottom sash. All right, here's our new balancing systems. One for the left and one for the right. You want to install them, Bill?
Sure.
Okay, get up on the ladder and then I'll pass you the screw gun. There you go. That's good. Now we'll start covering it up. Starting here at the top, I'll install the vinyl cover. All right, we're ready for the top sash. You want to pass it to me, Bill?
Sure.
Now what I wanted to do is lay it on the window stool like on a slight angle. Now you want to hold the left side. I have to reach up and grab the plug and try to place it in the hole. I don't want that to slip out of my hand. Now I'm going to pull it down And this hole right here on the window, I want to get that plug in it. Okay, now we're simply going to slide it into position, just like that. Now that won't come out. Now we do the left side. Make sure it's in nice and tight. Now I slowly put the window in, and I want to make sure that when I put the window in, I want to slide it up, guiding it right into that little groove where the weather stripping is. All right, now we're ready for the bottom sash. Right side, slide the window into the jam liner, and I'll get the other plug. Now I want to make sure I hold on to this plug real tight because I don't want it to slip out and snap back, causing damage to the plug. Now let's bring it down and put it in this hole. Okay, now, before I put the jam liner back into the opening, the manufacturer gives me this little guide right here that will go in between this weather stripping at the bottom so that when I put the jam liner back in, I won't damage the weather stripping. Okay, now let's push the window up. All the way up. Now, the jam liner. Now screw it in place. Okay, you want to give the window a try, Bill?
Sure. Let's see. Goes up, stays up. Nice work, Tom.